Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, your one-stop shop for all your Pokemon information. We go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news, like cards are set to get revealed. And if I do see any good deals, I always try to throw them in here too. And we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Collectr. These guys are the best of the best when it comes to tracking your current collection. They have over 25 different TCGs with 1.5 million products tracked. You know, you can check pop reports, sold listings. They even have an awesome social component where you can share your collection with your friends and family, or if you're looking to sell, you can even go to the home page and scroll down on the bottom and you can click on my profile and you can see everything in my collection. And they also do more giveaways than anyone else in this entire hobby. We are going to do another giveaway very, very soon. So definitely check them out. All the links are in the description. And then too, even if you sign up for the pro member, they have some super crazy giveaways. So definitely check them out. But all right, let's get started. We have the Misty Psyduck art rare from Heatwave Arena. Thing is absolutely beautiful. It's going to be very expensive on the Japanese side and the English side probably. And it also says we should be getting an Ethan's Pichu. So that's pretty cool. But all right, let's get into it. We got celebrations, regular ETBs around the same. We got a couple new crazy sales for the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold $350, $299, $299, $250, $225. But you can still find the box for right around $200 to $220. And then we got to check the Pikachu figure box. That one's moving. Market price $92. Last sold 103, 103, 88, 100, 88, 100. All right, next we got Evolving Skies. We got some new sales for the regular ETBs. This is the Umbreon one. So last sold 240, 252, 242, 280, 259, 243, 251. Pretty solid for the regular one. We don't really have any new sales for the Pokemon Center one. And the Espeon one is, you know, roughly the same. Last sold 243, 279, 265, 250, 270 with a case and a picture. And the sleeve boosters, we got a couple sales over $30 now, but still a bunch in the mid-20s. Building Battle Stadium's about the same. All right. Next, we have Crown Zenith. Checking out the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold 345, 368, 347. 250 with some cosmetic damage. Another one at 368, 400, 315. Wow, that is getting very expensive. Sea and Sky Premium Collection market price is 110. We got the Zacian figure collection. This thing's going crazy. Last sold 144, 142, 141, 144. 115 down there, but that was about a week ago. Next, checking the regular ETB. Just up a little bit. Last sold 122, 115, 117, 123. And then we got to check the Galarian Moltres tin. Market price $53. Kind of leveling out a little bit. Last sold 58, 58, 52, 60. And then we will also check the booster bundle here for Crown Zenith. Last sold 60, 58, 58, 60. All right, next we have 151. Checking the UPC real quick. Last sold 320, 350, 350, 350, 340. And then we got the regular ETB market price $206. Last sold 217, 218, 200, 202. Bunch right at 200. And then we got to check the Pokemon Center ETB market price $432. Last sold 465, 450, 420, 490, 432, 450. Wow. That is very, very expensive. The Alakazam box market price is at $58 now. The Zapdos market price $54. The poster collection at $38, and the binder collection is still close to around $150. Booster bundle market price is $65. All right, next we have Prismatic Evolutions. Checking the regular ETB. Last sold 141, 140, 142. And then we got to check the Pokemon Center one. That one's still moving. Market price $353. Last sold 365, 375, 357, 360. Very expensive. And then what else do we have here? We got the booster bundles now out, so that should be coming down in price a little bit. Was $110, now last sold 75, 75, 75, 75, 69. I did open one of my booster bundles that was pretty dented up. We pulled the Pyroar Master Ball, so nothing crazy, but you know, not too bad. I've seen people pull absolutely nothing, so we will take it. And then everything is pretty much about the same as it was last week. All right, let's get into it. We have the Stellar Crown booster box. Not a ton of booster boxes moving for Scarlet and Violet. Last sold 198, 198, 196, 195. Now we have the Journey Together one. This thing's just going crazy. Last sold 246, 246, 246, 248. I was really hoping this would do the opposite, but yeah, it just keeps climbing. Next, we have Astral Radiance making another little climb. Last sold 399, 250, 264, 264, 260. Next, we have the Silver Tempest Booster Box. Last sold 253, 253, 255. Next, we have the Arceus V-Star UPC. Last sold 193, 193, 190, 220. Next, we are checking out every single Elite Trainer box for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet Era, the regular one and the Pokemon Center one, because they're pretty much all going up. So we got Sword and Shield base here. This is the Zacian one. Last sold 95, 98, 99, 95. Next, we have the Rebel Clash ETB. Last sold 210, 200, 210, 160, 160. Next, we have Darkness Ablaze. Last sold 70, 70, 73, 61. Next, Champion's Path, making another little climb. Last sold 130, 133, 133, 130. Next, we have Vivid Voltage. Last sold 84, 84, 68, 70, 75. Next, we have the Sword and Shield Elite Trainer Box Plus. This is the Zacian one. There's a Zem and Zenta one too. It says Vivid Voltage Sword and Shield number 4. This was $65 about 6 months ago. Now last sold 140, 139, 125, 85, 95, 110. Next, we have the Shining Fates ETB. Last sold 80, 68, 73, 62, 75, 67. And pretty much all these Sword and Shield ETBs besides, Champion's Path and Rebel Clash were very affordable. $30, $40, $50 for the longest time. Next, we got Battle Styles. Now, remember, this is the first set for Sword and Shield where we started getting alternate arts. Last sold 65, 65, 55, 65. And there's another version, too. Same with Chilling Reign. There's 2 versions of Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign, this thing was at $45 forever. Last sold 95, 80, 90, 80. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Chilling Reign one. Last sold 145, 130, 130, 165, 150. Next, we have the regular Fusion Strike ETB. Last sold 119, 115, 125, 120. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Fusion Strike ETB. Last sold 185, 199, 172, 172, 225, 300. That's crazy. Next, we got the regular Brilliant Stars ETB. Last sold 80, 70, 68, 75, 65, 65, 78. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Brilliant Stars ETB. Last sold 98, 98, 110, 150, 199, 298, 200. And then I also forgot to mention, too, that I just posted my first standalone vending video a few days ago on Saturday. So please go check that out. I was going to mention that in the beginning, but I completely forgot. All right. Next, we have the Astral Radiance regular ETB. Last sold 72, 62, 72, 62, 72. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Astral Radiance ETB. Last sold 80, 92, 92, 92, 90, 90. Next, we have the regular Pokemon Go ETB. That thing's even moving. Last sold 71, 76, 82, 82, 82, 75, 80. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Pokemon Go one. Last sold on this one, 77, 85, 81, 81, 87. Next, we have the regular Lost Origin ETB. Last sold 90, 80, 89, 89, 89, 75. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Lost Origin ETB. Last sold 180, 165, 180, 176, 177, 135, 199. Next, we have the Silver Tempest ETB. Last sold 60, 60, 70, 70, 65, 70, 63. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Silver Tempest ETB. Last sold 180, 180, 165, 177, 178, 185. Next, we're getting to the Scarlet and Violet era. Here is the Miraidon base set. Very cool looking ETB. Last sold 67, 62, 62, 60. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Scarlet and Violet Miraidon box. Last sold 182, 198, 199, 195, 180. Next, we have the Paldea Evolved regular ETB. Last sold 77, 73, 80, 71, 75, 71. All right, next, we have the Pokemon Center Paldea Evolved ETB. Last sold 310, 310, 310, 330, 236. Next, we have the regular Obsidian Flames ETB. Last sold 92, 92, 90, 90, 97, 93. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Obsidian Flames. Last sold on this one, 380. We got one with a picture at $490, 420, 325, 320. Next, we have the Paldean Fates regular ETB. Last sold on this one, 120, 118, 119, 110, 110. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Paldean Fates ETB. Last sold 280, 300, 390, 350, 350, 350. Next, we have the Paradox Rift Roaring Moon regular ETB. Last sold 70, 69, 69, 60. Next, we have the Pokemon Center version. Last sold 145, 149, 145, 150. Next, we have the Temporal Forces Walking Wake regular ETB. Last sold 73, 50, 72, 65, 65, 72. Next, we have the Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold 199, 185, 299, 278, 285, 299, 175. Prices are all over the place on these ETBs. Next, we have the regular Twilight Masquerade ETB. Last sold 70, 70, 72, 72, 70, 70. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Twilight Masquerade ETB. Last sold 140, 168. 4 of them at 250. Another 2 at 250, 200, 200, 175. Someone got 8 of them at 175. Next, we have the regular Shrouded Fable ETB. Last sold 52, 53, 49, 50, 52. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Shrouded Fable ETB. Last sold 81, 87, 83, 91, 83, 90, 77. Next, we have the regular Stellar Crown ETB. Last sold 70, 75, 75, 75, 65, 62. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Stellar Crown ETB. Last sold 148, 139, 130, 137, 136. But yeah, pretty much every single ETB is just slowly climbing up in price right now. That's why I did this today. Next, we have the Surging Sparks ETB. Last sold 85, 88, 95, 95, 95, 90, 95. But I do think some of these regular ETBs will take a little dip once the market cools off. I don't think all of these are going to be this expensive. The Pokemon Center ones are going to stay really high, but I think a lot of the regular ones, especially when they get reprints, are going to come down in price. If the reprints are actually good size. We've had a few crazy big reprints before, to where if we get those level of reprints, stuff will definitely come down in price. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Surging Sparks. Last sold 191, 200, 197, 192, 199. Next, we have the regular Journey Together ETB. Last sold on TCG Player 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. And for the Pokemon Center one, this thing's going wild. Last sold 350, 350. Someone got 16 of them at $315. That's crazy. All right, getting to some cards here. We got the Altaria EX Special Illustration Rare from Paradox Rift. Last sold on this one 66, 66, 65, 83, 65. I've talked about this card so many times. I absolutely love it. Next, we have the Pikachu with Gray Felt Hat promo. This thing cannot be stopped. Last sold 350, 375, 380, 350, $450. Next, we have the Tyranitar Illustration Rare from Paldean Evolved. Last sold 48, 45, 60, 51, 53, 48. Next, we have the Steelix from Paradox Rift. Last sold 45, 33, 45, 35, 35, 33, 35. But there's a ton of cards right now that are completely leveled, or they're coming down in price a little bit. Like, I clicked on so many of them, and there's not a ton of them that are just going nuts right now. Some of the megas are coming up in price, which I'm going to be checking on my next Throwback Thursday. But we got the Pikachu here. I've talked about how this card has the most Gen 1 Pokemon ever in one Pokemon card, and how this should honestly be the most expensive illustration rare in 151, and it's getting very close now. Last sold 41, 55, 41, 42, 42. Next, we have the Mewtwo illustration rare promo from the 151 UPC. Last sold 18, 18, 19, 17, 17, 18. Next, we have the Poliwhirl, my personal favorite art in the entire 151 set. Last sold for Poliwhirl 34, 19, 23, 23, 20, 33. Then we got the Dragonair, still climbing. Last sold 29, 39, 35, 28, 39, 39, 28. Next, we have the Dragonite V alternate art. Last sold 260, 255, 255, 219, 244. This is another one that I'm just so happy to see get some good value because it's such a beautiful card and Dragonite is so cool. Next, we have the Rayquaza VMAX still climbing. Last sold 880, 873, 850, 949, 886, 884. Next, we are checking out some Prismatic Evolutions cards. We got the Roaring Moon EX. Last sold 237, 335, 370, 340, 350. Japanese says 69. Next, we have the Flareon from Prismatic. Last sold 399, 425, 420, 400, 479, 480, 375. Next, we have the Leafeon EX special illustration rare. Last sold 99 for Japanese. Otherwise, for English, we got 362, 420, 420, 420, 420. Next, we have the Ceruledge special illustration rare. Last sold 246, 180 for lightly played. Otherwise, 245, 242, 247, 240. Next, we have the Ceruledge from Prismatic Evolutions. This thing got down to $148. Now last sold 245. We got a lightly played at 180. Otherwise, 245, 242, 240. Next, we have the Raging Bolt. You know, same thing. This thing got down to $85. Now last sold 140, 210, 200, 199, 165. Next, we got Palafin. Was down to $49. Now last sold 115, 115, 115, 265, 105. It makes sense for all the cheaper ones to be moving up right now because, you know, that's in a lot of people's price ranges compared to, you know, all the evolutions. Next, we have the Blood Moon Ursaluna. This got down to $71. Now last sold 130, 128, 130, 128. We got a lightly played at 99. Next, we have the Goldango EX. This got down to $65. Now last sold 110, 99. Next, we have the Iron Hands. This got down to about $55. Now last sold 70, 70, 75, 75, 105. Next, we have the Iron Valiant. This got down to $55. Now last sold 95, 80, 78, 73, 72, 85. Next, we got the Peturant, is even coming up in price. Got down to $35. Now last sold 67, 67, 65, 65, 65. And last on the list, we have the Iron Crown. Was $48. Now last sold 67, 60, 63, 65, 65. Still relatively affordable for how hard this set is to get if you really think about it. So if you do like this card, you know, not a terrible price. I could see it maybe coming down to $40 or $30 one day, but you never know. And then I also checked a ton of Master Balls too for Prismatic, and I noticed a handful of them are actually coming up in price a little bit. Just a couple dollars, not enough to even add to Market Monday, but just something I'm keeping an eye on, and I will let you guys know if they start going crazy. But alright, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. Like I mentioned before, please go check out my vending video that I just posted. I'll be posting a vending video once or twice a month, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And then too, make sure you guys check out my last Sunday video where we're giving away a PSA 10 Magmar Classic Collection. Every Sunday I'll be doing a giveaway, so don't miss those either. And then too, if you guys like this content, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. And if you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram or join my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But alright, I want you guys to have a great day. If you want to watch my last Pokemon Slap Sunday, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.